Yeah, it's the bull cow in the freaking morning. You know what it is. Breakfast with the bull. Pod comparison time. We got two scorchers as far as yellow pods go. We got a yellow Moruga. And we got giant, big, thick yellow Bhutlah. Now, if you were to compare the red Moruga and the red Bhutlah, you'd have a pretty good comparison. The chocolate Moruga and the chocolate Bhutlah, pretty good comparison. Alright, so there's the inside of the yellow Morugi. Let's take a look at the inside of the yellow Bhutlah. Oh yeah. How does Johnny Scoville do this? And it still probably did not work. Right, so let's get into this. I feel a possible gut bomb coming on this morning. Yeah, my stomach is growling. I have too big. Look at the size of the hole in there. My burritos are not big enough for this kind of mayhem. I'll do a little solo bite. I'm gonna drop that bad boy in there. So yellow Bhutlah. Got a taste. To me, it reminds me almost of a yellow scorpion smooth. The initial taste. It's not overly citrusy. It has a classic yellow pod taste. As far as fruitiness, don't forget your Monster Mash. Good pepper, not getting any floral notes. Get further down the placenta, you will get some good heat. Good heat, I'll tell you that. Let's get into some yellow Morugi. Do a solo bite. Ooh. Sour has more of a strong taste to it. Floral notes. Not as sweet or fruity as the Bhutlah. Let's load it up and see how it does in the burrito. Heat wise, I think the yellow Moruga might have a little bit more heat. Yeah. What the hell was that just flying at me? If you guys picked that up on the camera, I flinched though. Just literally had a bug come flying down at me. Who knows? It looked almost like a bee, but I don't know. Guys, yeah, but the weather gets cold. You get all kinds of pests in your house. We just caught a shrew in our house yesterday. A shrew is a venomous rodent. Kind of like the only way you can explain it's like a cross between a mole and a mouse. They are venomous and they are vicious. Snakes will roll up on them and I think they're going to eat them. It's just a mouse or a mole. things move quick. They'll get around. I mean, one this big with a 2-3 foot snake, even bigger of a snake than that, they'll just jump. They'll quickly jump around and grab the bite into the neck of the snake. They'll let that snake roll all over it. The snake can't coil, but only so much if it's grabbed by the neck around something that small. And they will just grab on and sink their teeth in, and until that snake dies, and then they will eat the snake until their stomach's about to explode that they're so full. So yeah, the foundation's cracked. We fixed it once, kind of halfway, keep water out, and it worked. But we haven't done any repairs in a while, so that's what happens. If I got a snake in my house, I'll flip because I'm terrified of them. All right. Well, let's go back with Mr. Yellow Bhutlah. Another solo bite. This time we're going to bite in this placenta. Throw the rest right there. Yeah. Way better flavor. Way better flavor than the yellow Moruga. And it's got good heat, don't get me wrong, but not as hot as the yellow Moruga. So if you guys haven't, if you haven't watched the videos on my pod comparisons, I think they're good to watch because it's good to watch single pod reviews. I think the pod comparisons is yellow Morugas. Good to watch the comparisons too, so you can kind of see what you want to do for sauces and such. And then that filled that thing right up. Look at that. Now, the yellow Moruga is my favorite of the Moruga scorpions. I hate the chocolate and I hate the red. The yellow's not bad. Although, because it's still a Moruga, has a good amount of floralness and bitterness to it for a yellow pod. It's got some heat. Hope I chewed that good enough, man. I get eating peppers like this in the morning. A lot of times, if it's in a burrito, especially I'm not chewing it good enough and swallowing chunks. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Uncle Book, I don't want no gut bombs. Plus, I'm eating hot sauce. And even though this sauce isn't a super, super hot sauce, it's still made with super hots. And then this with those together can give you calf cramps. Good burn going now. So, in the case of the yellow Moruga scorpion versus the yellow Bhutlah, the results are in. Which one's hotter? I think you guys figure that out. My mouth is figuring it out right now. Whew. Yellow Moruga takes the cake. Wow. I even got an ear burn going. But as far as flavor, yellow Bhutlah wins. And I think every pod comparison, I'm pretty sure that that's been the outcome. Now I compared the White Knight to the Foddish White. those were real close on flavor and heat. But if it serves me correctly, Fattiest White's a little bit hotter. And the White Knight tastes better. Same as these pods. It's the same thing. I think the reason why that is because the more the higher the Scoville, the more floralness and bitter notes it'll put off. That's pretty much the case. One time I had just, I don't know what it was, Moruga Scotch bonnet or something. That's what the guy called it. This was not hot at all, but it was floral and bitter like a Moruga Scorpion. I have no clue what it was. I know I would never eat it again. So there's very few times that I've had peppers that are super floral that aren't that hot. I just don't like floral at all. Bitter, I'm oversensitive to it. In a sauce, I can taste it and point it out right away. But yeah, this might be one of the last, if not the last pod comparison of the season, guys. We will still do a little breakfast with the bowl once in a while. Not as much, but I did want to get some more. Our video views just suck. We get 2 subscribers a week, and then YouTube takes one of them. The views, no matter how many subscribers I've got, the views stay the same all the time. And so, but that's not why we're going to not do as many Breakfast with the Bull videos. We're not going to do as many because it's not pod season. I may review some sauces if I think the sauce is something that'll go good with breakfast. But so the Breakfast with the Bull, pod videos, they're going to be few and far between for a while. So stay tuned, see what we're up to. Hit that like button and hit the bell. Subscribe to all if you want to see our videos. If you don't hit the bell, you won't see our videos. They hate us, but we love you. Peace.